Pete's about to make the blooper tape. It's time for our monthly visit from UW veterinarian Sandi Sawchuck.
Taking your calls at 270-9933. This is your bulldog Pete, who, when he started out about, what, 2 months ago, he was this big?
Yeah, about 11 pounds when he was first on the set. He's now 32 pounds today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want him to
What,
fall
halfway?
off the edge of the set here.
He's about halfway up on his size. He's going to be a good size boy.
He's going to fall off the thing.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, he can get back up.
All right, we'll go to the calls here. We'll start with Doug in Madison. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
I'll tell you, I've got a 4-year-old Australian Labradoodle,
Okay.
and he's got like a little cyst on the side of his back.
Uh-huh.
I've talked to the vet about it, and he said, well, it's nothing to be worried about. What bothers me is it keeps going and keeps going. It's not really growing much larger.
Yeah.
Will this eventually go away, or what's the story on that?
Well, that's a really a good question, because I was just talking to Mark about that with his own dog. We do see cysts in dogs, and they usually are material that the skin would make, so like sebum and things like that will start building up under the skin. And the problem is that they're not going to go away because the cyst wall is still there. Sometimes, I mean, small ones, sometimes they'll rupture and drain and they may disappear, but for large ones, usually they'll drain and then close up and come right back again. So if it's bothering you, bothering the dog, I would recommend that you get it removed, and that is a surgical procedure.
Yeah, I've had the break in my hand. It's
It's not
pretty.
pleasant.
Daryl in Janesville, you're next. Hi there, what's your question?
Hi, I've got a question on a poodle that's a little over a year old, but we've had him for since about 3 months old. He's got a weeping from his eyes continually, and I'm told by the vet that it possibly would be a blocked tear duct.
Yes,
I'm not sure if that can anything be done with that. What's the procedure? Is it a surgery, or what is the...
Yeah.
It's dark...
material that's in the corner of the eyes.
Correct, and it weeps down his nose.
Yeah, the reason why that is stained that kind of rusty brown color is that tears and saliva contain a chemical called porphyrins that when they react with light will turn that rusty brown color. Now, dogs will tear for a number of reasons. Plugged tear ducts happen to be one of them, and yes, it can be surgically corrected. It would be done by an ophthalmologist. The other possibility is just the fact that you have a poodle, they have a lot of hair on their face, and that hair can rub on the eyes, cause tearing, and then that's what you're seeing. And we'll also sometimes see some anatomical defects where the lids may roll in or the lids may roll out, and that again may be fixed as well. But for the most part, if the dog isn't bothered, it's just cosmetic. There are things that you can use that will bleach the hair and help get rid of some of that staining, but it may not be necessary.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. If you're on the line, stay there. Sandy and Pete will take your calls right after this. All right, let's go back to the phones. Marcia in Madison. Hi, Marcia. What's your question?
Yes, I have a 6-year-old miniature schnauzer, and she has what I call black. She's white, and she has black dandruff all over her back.
Yeah, there's a condition that we see in schnauzers called Schnauzer-Comedone syndrome, which comedones are blackheads. Why they get it, I don't know, but you'll tend to get this kind of greasy, oily buildup that will often look like black dandruff or flakes all along the back of the dog. One of the things that you would probably want to do is talk to your veterinarian about an appropriate shampoo that would be an anti-seborrheic shampoo. Be careful, you don't want to use human things because dogs have different skin chemistry, but something that's going to help break down some of those skin oils and empty those pores. Usually it's going to have something like a benzoyl peroxide in it. And again, that's in a lot of acne preparations for people, and you don't want to use those on your dog either.
All right, we're just about out of time. We can't get to the call, but Debbie wants to know about her Sphinx cat. Is sunscreen okay?
You have to be really careful with sunscreen in pets, because if it has zinc or anything like that, like zinc oxide, pets lick it off, and that can be quite toxic for it. Well, not toxic, but irritating to their stomach, and they'll vomit. But things that are safe for pets, they do make them, spray-on sunscreens, and it's important for light-colored pets. Remember, down in that groin area, noses and so on, to use something that's safe for pets. Even the baby sunscreen usually works.
All right, we are out of time. Sandy, thanks.
Good to see you, Sandy. Look at Pete. He's had it.
Keeping you up, Pete? I think he's done.
Yeah.
We'll see you next month. We'll be right back.